Okay, Matt, we are on to the next episode of Zooquest. Hi there, my name is Cupicate, and welcome back to Zooquest. We are literally same recording day, picking up right where we left off. So if you left me comments on Friday, I have not seen them yet because it isn't even Friday for me yet. It's still Wednesday. So don't panic. If you put down all of this epic information on Friday, I will write it down and make a list of things for Zooquest. Zooquest is going to have its own binder and everything to keep track of everybody and hopefully to keep track of names. I've been really bad so far about keeping track of names because y'all give me so many suggestions. Humphrey, you look so great in your shelter right now. What a beautiful boy. Beautiful boy. Okay, but anyways, yes, I'm going to actually make a very specific Zooquest binder to keep track of names, occupations, your applications for them, and any of them that got accepted. But remember, guys, episode 100 is going to be the episode where everybody gets added. Unless it's like 100 people, I might need time. Okay, back to work. So before I ended the last episode, I briefly spoke of doing a really cool flamingo-like exhibit. And I really want to do that, you guys. I really do. But I feel like we need to have a layout and a place marker of where we want things to be. So I'm going to make some signs. And we're going to take those signs and kind of set them down where we're like, that right there, that's where we want a restroom. That's where we want our souvenir shop. That's where we want our restaurant or our drink station or just a visitor rest area, because we're going to want some of those too. It's hot in the desert. We're going to need some rest areas. I just saw a turtle go over the ledge. I hope they're okay. Okay, so we're going to get right back into it. There is a death horse in the visitor center. This is where I feel like I should have a walkie-talkie to a security guard and be like, we have a death horse in the visitor center, over. Could you repeat that? Over. I repeat, death horse in the visitor center needs to be put down immediately. Over. For the love of all things, would you please put lights in the visitor center? Over and out. This is what this has become. This is why I need people. It's just me. I am everything. I am the where. Okay, it despawned. That freaked me out. I was like, where did it go? Wait, do we actually have a security guard? Talk about fast. Alright, so back to what I was saying. So this is our visitor center. We've talked about this before. People are gonna spawn right here. We're gonna have signs and welcome signs. Maybe some like pretty little pots and museum looking things where we could add information like this was found in an ancient pyramid, this was crafted by Egyptians and such, and we could talk about different artifacts and things, and maybe put back here where there's a lot of space, maybe right here and right here we could put some skeletons, like these are the skeletons of some dinosaurs that could be found in the desert region, etc, etc, etc. So that is what this will hopefully turn out to be very soon. Once I add lights, we should be able to work in here without being in fear. And then you'll come out here and you'll get ticket vouchers right here. So this is where you buy your tickets on each side, and then the lines will split. And people may choose, oh, I'm going to go ahead and look around the visitor center at the exhibits, or they may choose to go ahead and start coming down this way. Now, since this is Visitor Hub over here, this is where we want souvenir shops, where we want drinks and food, because some people might walk in and be like, I want a drink while I'm walking around. This is the perfect opportunity to do such a thing. I'm thinking actually over here is where we're gonna have all the food and drink. And then over here is where we'll have the souvenir shop, because in all honesty, when you're coming into a new place, you're supposed to be to the right always. So this is where food, drink, and then once you come back and drop your camel off, you'll come around the other side to leave. Okay, so let me go ahead. I'm gonna sleep. Maybe we'll only have one ticket voucher area, and then the other one will be get a stamp on your way out. I've seen places do that where you get stamped when you make it through a certain area, and it shows you like it's in your little passport. Like, it's a kid thing that I've seen happen somewhere. They give you like these little fake passports, and as you go through different locations in an amusement park or an exhibit area or whatever, they stamp it like, good job, you got through this area, now go to the next one, and they stamp it. It's like a reward thing. So we could do something cute like that, especially for kiddos. I need some milk. So if that's the case, I think right here we're gonna do food and drink. Perfect. So right here we'll have food and drink shops. I haven't decided if it will be exactly the same stop or if it'll be like two little ones, kind of how you see in Planet Zoo. And then I think right here would be a beautiful area, especially looking out onto the water, because everything is about views. If we had a kind of like an area with tables and chairs and umbrellas where people can sit and enjoy their food and drink, or even rest having come back, this would be a great area for that. So this is going to be called the Visitors Rest Stop. I just love the trio of coconut trees right here. We might have to do a drink shop that's like coconut milk related. Okay, so visitor rest / picnic areas, and then I think we're gonna need a bathroom. So you remember how I said that I wanted to make sure that the bathrooms were close to the camel rest stop or the camel renting area? Start it over. So you guys remember how I said I wanted the restrooms really close to where you can rent the camels, to try and encourage people, hey, make sure you go to the restroom before you go down the zoo path, otherwise you might you might be in trouble on the back of your camel, kind of thing. Although I'm pretty sure we'll spread bathrooms out, so maybe I don't have to do that. But I think a restroom, maybe like right here, we could kind of tuck it in right here. Especially since this is not going to be an exhibit. I briefly thought about making this a really cool corner exhibit, but we may not. It might be kind of redundant to do that anyway. So instead, we'll probably back up the sand to the corner and do a little rest stop. Otherwise, I think restrooms might be cool right here too. Let me think on that for a second. Yeah, nope. I think that we're gonna do restrooms right here because this is the perfect path. We can, it would be a great thing for the camel renting people to say like, hey, make sure that you go ahead and use the bathroom before you get on the back of the camel, because it's really hard to get on and off the camel and it keeps your camel from having to stop all the time. So we're gonna put restrooms right here. Restrooms and trash bins. Nice. Restrooms and trash bins. Gotta love it. Okay, and then I absolutely want the souvenir shop right here. I'm like pretty sure this is where I want the souvenir shop. Watch me butcher how to spell souvenir. Hey Siri. How do you spell souvenir?
Souvenir? Souvenir.
I could have spelled that. Also, why aren't you British? All right, and then I have no earthly idea what I want to do with this corner right here. Not even a little bit. We might put an exhibit here. We might come up with another kind of building that we want here. Maybe we could do like a cool museum area over here in this corner or something along those lines, or something else for our visitors. But otherwise, I have no idea. Not a clue. But I think for now, we will also stick with, I really, really love the idea of making this a giant flamingo oasis. Like the best flamingo oasis you've ever seen. Also, if we can make it big enough, it's something that our visitors could possibly see as they're sitting in the visitor area. They can sit by the flamingos and listen to them. There's nothing like going to the zoo and being able to eat and listen to all the animals. So now that we've done that, I think I'm going to go ahead and just plotting out where I want the pools of water to go, filling them in and making them trickle down so I have an idea of where we're going. All right, so there's one pool of water, which is pretty cool. I think now we'll do another pool, probably right where I'm standing, and maybe a couple of more up here. Ooh, maybe one right there. That would be super pretty. Ah, this is so great. I love the water. Because of the shaders, it just looks so pretty. So we're going to create kind of this like epic effect of pools just running into each other. All right, so I have this pool running into that pool and that pool running into that pool, which is great. I think now I'm gonna do, I want a really big pool back there that may or may not interconnect. I want a pool up here that comes down to this pool. This part of the exhibit is going to be mostly for our patrons over here because our visitor like rest area will probably come all the way up here. And then we'll have the fence that runs down and they'll be able to see our flamingos possibly just being everywhere and enjoying life. And then over here, when you're actually on the walking trail, you'll get a whole nother view of the flamingos. So they'll have a nice, huge exhibit. Ah, yes, there is nothing more riveting than placing water down. It's my favorite! Wow, I just can't even with how gorgeous this is right now. It's really lovely, guys. I kind of wish, hold on, let me get up here. Like seeing all the different water channels going down, that's gonna be so, hello? That's a snake, guys! Guys! Okay, hold on, shh, 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 shh. I think we have all the snakes now. But some of our snakes can have buddies and be fine. See you. Dun, 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 dun. Wait. No, dang it, we didn't save it. No, why not? Deceiving cactus is deceiving. That could have been a buddy. Oh, now I'm sad. Well, such is the way of life in these things sometimes. The babies don't always make it. Sadage. Wait a second. This became mud? Wait, so when quicksand is hit by water? Wait, I have to test this. Hold on. Hold the phone. When quicksand is hit by water, it becomes Mud? That is awesome! Is that also mud? No. Oh no, that's quicksand. That's quicksand! I'm sorry! Ah, and it just booped me back out. That's epic! So that's how we're gonna have to take care of it from now on, but not a big deal. Awesome. I am super pleased with that. I got mud! Yes, that's so cool! Oh my gosh! I don't know if there, I don't think there's, is there mud in the desert? Is that a thing that's a thing? Oh wow, I can only do it in stacks of, but I can make mud! We gotta save, this is so cool. And this is for biomes of plenty. Interesting. Very cool. Okay, so I'm actually really loving this. All of the little water channels that are coming along here. It's really fitting the Oasis theme that we've been trying to stick with for so long. Like, this place gets more rain, and so we've got, or maybe this is just like a sacred place where we've got streams that just come up out of nowhere. How cool does this look right now? I am loving this! What? Okay, now will our visitors be able to see it or not? Probably not. Not quite, but they're gonna be able to hear it. And I think that's fine too. Having a pretty rest area with a bunch of plants everywhere, I think still sounds really nice and neat for our visitors. Oh, I need more milk. This is the constant battle of milk. Help, Buttercup. All right, so I think I'm really happy with that. I know we have like a lot of different ponds and channels, but I expect for this to be a really, really big flock of flamingos. I'm even thinking about adding some of the flamingos that might not have been in this area. Well, I don't know, because realistically, they may not be comfortable. Oh, I gotta make room though. All these plants, jeez. What we might do is we might go ahead and fence it off as well and move some of the flamingos from Boo Island over here just to see how they do in the environment and then add decorations from there. Do I want to use the same exact fencing? That is the question. Huh. So we have this fencing right here. I think it will look a lot cleaner if we have the exact same fencing, but it could also look really boring. This is kind of a rough thought because I love these log bits and we're gonna keep those on any areas that don't have a fence, but I'm starting to think that we're not gonna have many of those, to be honest. What should I do? I could increase the width of the road, but that seems a bit silly. I think we'll just stick with the same fence. I know it seems a little redundant and it might seem a little, not lazy, but boring. But I want to keep this pretty consistent as far as looks go. Whew, we got a lot of fences to place, that's for sure. Ew, spiders on the walkway, ew, ew. Oh my gosh. Are we ever going to be able to light this place up enough? That is my question. I honestly don't think so. We're almost there. Perfect. And if we fill this one spot in with sand, like so, we should be able to go this way. And we're going to run out. Dang, okay, I will have to grow more acacia saplings. Guys, oh my gosh, I just had an amazing thought and it actually worked. Instead, okay, so here was my thought. So we have these right on the side, the little boops, the little wooden boops on the side of our walkway here. And I'm like, man, I kind of wish that we didn't have the exact same on each side because I want it to look a little different. The reason we used this particular one here is because we have the birch wood fences and gates being used. So it makes sense for the exhibit for that theme, right? So I'm like, I don't want it to look exactly the same all the freaking way down. So I was thinking, what if we did the rounded logs? We're gonna have to cut a lot of trees to make this happen, but at least this way, it looks different. Honestly, we could even take it to where it's 5 in between. I'm thinking so. I'm thinking so. Oh, like that. How good does that look? And then you really get to see too. Because this you get to see because it's short. If we did this every 3, it would kind of break line of sight. But that looks amazing. I am literally in love with this. I especially love that transition right there because the fence, the little fence posts, they connect to any solid block. You can't get them to stop doing that. But with this, it doesn't matter. My gosh, that looks good. It's so clean and it moves right into the trail. And so if we kind of veer off and have a trail with no fence, it'll just go right back into it and make so much sense. How dare you shoot at me? That is incredibly rude, sir. Thank you for giving me bones, though. I really needed that bone meal. Appreciate it. So I thought this was pretty cool. I used the a mod that I have that makes diagonals for fencing, which looks amazing. Whoever did this, you're amazing. And even though it's not the gates, it's still acacia, so it matches really well. But I liked the way this looked to kind of keep it all super cohesive. And now I think all we gotta do is bring this down. We got this. Oh my gosh, we're gonna be able to finish the fence in this episode. I'm so happy about that, which means introducing the flamingos very soon. This is honestly a huge exhibit. I did not expect it to be so big, and now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, regrets. Big regrets. This is so big, y'all. It's craziness. I'm even trying to figure out if, like, can they escape under here? Are we gonna have troubles with that? Oof, that's gonna be interesting. Oh boy. And then the cutting down of the acacia trees never ends. Oh no. Why do I insist on drinking poo water? Every time I brought a goat to the desert and I just get so lazy or so slow that I opt for drinking poop water instead of fresh goat milk. What am I doing with my life? Wow, look at that. I mean, there's nothing in it. We've got our ponds and our waterfalls and our river channels and everything like that. But other than that, it's really, really empty. So I think what we're gonna do before we end the episode, because my gosh, that was just a whole bunch of me, like, literally, guys, I'm at 1 hour and 56 minutes of recording time right now, and I'm pretty sure it says I've got like 20 minutes of actual footage. Craziness. It's amazing how quickly stuff like goes when you cut out everything that's monotonous, like cutting down the trees. Okay. Valentine. I'm gonna stick you right there, bub. Oh my gosh, look at you. You look so majestic. You just need like so many plants and trees. We're gonna have to get that for you. I'm interested to see if that's gonna cause problems. But otherwise, guys, this looks incredible. This looks absolutely amazing. And I cannot wait to take this and make it look like that with majestic Humphrey up there. How beautiful is that? But we'll have to save that for the next episode. So thank you guys so much for hanging out through this entire time of me just doing fences essentially. But next episode, we're actually gonna make this look beautiful, add more flamingos, breed more flamingos. We're gonna have a huge flamingo flock in here. I'm gonna need all the names. But I hope, regardless of it just being fences and pond channels, that you really enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you give the like button a tickle and a poke, subscribe to join our family if you haven't already, and make sure to jingle the bell so you get notified of when I post Zooquest or any of our other series here on the channel. We have a lot. Also, don't be afraid to click the link down below to follow us on Discord, and you can talk with me and the community every day, or follow me on Twitch because I do go live on Twitch more often than I go live on YouTube. I love you guys. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you on Friday for more Zooquest. Bye!